front sensor is saying that there's something in front of us. There's nothing in front of us. Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. In this episode, we will be replacing the front driver's side parking sensor or sonar sensor for this 2011 Infiniti EX35. I was able to buy a replacement sensor from AliExpress. As an alternative, you can buy them on Amazon or eBay, or if you have the budget, you can buy it directly from the dealer. Now, to replace the sensor, we have to go through the driver's side fender liner or wheel well. So my apologies, I forgot to press record on camera while I was taking out the clips for the fender liner. So I'm just going to recap. So on the fender liner, you have one retainer clip here and one screw on the side, and there's three at the bottom. Now the fender liner goes all the way to the bottom. Now when you remove the clips on the bottom, you can actually make a gap where you can reach in to get the sensor. Now for reference, this is the sensor that we're replacing. To get it out, you gotta squeeze on the metal plates on the side. Once you squeeze it in, it will unlatch on the bumper so you can move this forward and take it out from the front. Let's try that. So this is underneath the bumper and this is the end of the fender liner. So we're gonna reach in and grab the sensor. Now I'm gonna put the camera here so you can see it when it starts to move out. So I'm squeezing the metal sides and it's a little hard and it's popping out. Come out. Come out, baby. Well, don't be shy. Right, we're gonna press it from here to get it out. Yay! It's out. It's out. All right. Now to remove the wire connector, it's press and pull. So you press down on the wire connector and separate it. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the old sonar sensor and the new sonar sensor. Looks almost similar. So what we're gonna do is plug this in first, but not put it back on the bumper yet. So we can test it and make sure it's working before we put it back in the bumper. So let's attach the wiring harness on the new sonar sensor. Now let's go in and test it. Oh no, it's starting to rain, so we gotta hurry this up. So turn on your vehicle and turn on the sensors. And no more warning, red warning on it. Let me go in front of the sensor and see what happens. Yep, that was me going in front of the sensor. So the new one's working, yay. So let's put it back on the bumper before it starts to rain. Alright, now we're gonna slide in the new sensor inside the bumper. So you just be careful and make sure that the locking pins or metal pins on the side snap in. Ta-da! Now put back all the fender liner clips at the side and screws on the side, and I'm gonna close this here because it's starting to rain. So that is how to replace the front parking sensor or sonar sensor on the driver's side of this 2011 Infiniti EX35. This has been another episode of How to Helen. My name's Arjeff. Thank you for watching. Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. In this episode, we will be replacing the front parking sensor or sonar sensor. In this episode, we will be replacing the front sonar sensor or front parking sensor. We will be replacing the front front sensor. We will be replacing the front parking sensor. Hello and welcome to we will be replacing the front parking sensor or sonar sensor. Front parking sensor. Front parking sensor. Front driver side parking sensor or sonar sensor. We will be replacing the front parking sensor or sonar sensor. Now for reference, this is the sensor that we're removing. Now to remove it, you gotta squeeze on the metal sides. So when it's squeezed in, it will not unlock itself. It will unlatch on the bumper, so you can move this forward and take it up from. So this is the bottom of the fender. So this is the bottom of the fender liner, bottom of the bumper. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the old. So what we're gonna do is plug this in first, then not reattach. Okay, now we're gonna put in